There's several ways that we can resize this, but since they gave us a specific size, you can click and drag, and you should drag to the bottom left or the top right. Use a corner and drag so that you're keeping the proportion. The other thing that you can do is hold the shift key down while you drag to hold the proportion. But you can also, if you know the specifics that they want, you can go to Picture Tools Format, and over on height, they want this to be 1.33 by 1.33. So there's the size that we needed. And it gives you all that information that I just told you about resizing. Okay, so we have on page 31, we have the graphic selected. We want to drag it up to the left side of the publication. And we want it aligned with the date. So we wait until we drag it until we have, and be sure you don't drag on one of the resizing. So you don't want that error. You want the cross. And so drag it until you get to the pink. That tells you that you've got it in the right place. Now they want us to move the date text box, so we select the date text box. And they want us to hold the shift key down while we drag it until it aligns with the right margin, as noted again by that pink vertical line. So we hold the shift key down and we're going to drag it until we see the pink and drop it. I do need to move it up a little bit though, so that it shows. We don't want it to be over the shoe. And you can look at the visuals in the book if you need to see where it should be dropped. Okay, then on page 32, click the text in the title. Click the Align Right button, which is in the paragraph group, and it moves the text to the right. Deselect it. Click the gray area to deselect. Click the Show Whole Page button on the status bar so that you can see the whole page. You can scroll over things to find what they're talking about. Or you can go up here to View Whole Page. Click the Save button on the Quick Access toolbar. That's up here. That just saves everything we've done since the last time we saved. And it overwrites the previously saved file. And that takes us to page 33. To print a publication, and obviously you're not going to have to print, but you should go through the motions, File and Print, and it shows you the gallery. Verify the printer name. I've got Adobe PDF, but I don't have any printer set up right now for this computer. Click the Print button to the print gallery, so we would click there, and then get the hard copy and exit Publisher by clicking the X at the top. And save again if you need to. Okay, then on page 34, to open a recent publication, run Publisher, open Publisher. Okay, and recent, under recent, we see the one we just did. Click it to open it. And we're going to insert a hyperlink. So we want to, in this case, select, and I'm going to go to view and zoom in a little bit. Here's what we want to select to hyperlink. So we select the text in the insert in the okay, then we're going to go to the links group, and where it says hyperlink, we'll click hyperlink. And we want to go to existing file or web page. And we may have to type it, or you can always copy it and paste it there too. Be sure absolutely that you type it accurately. And click OK. And that assigns the hyperlink. Then we're on page 36. Scroll to the lower portion of the flyer, right-click any of the tear-offs to display the shortcut. Click Delete Object on the shortcut menu to delete the tear-offs. And then on page 37, click File on the ribbon to open the Backstage view, Save As, or Export in this case. And we're going to export Publish HTML. And click the web page button, Publish Web HTML. And that gives us some options for saving as a web page. And click Single File. And click the Publish HTML. And save. And then you can preview that in any whatever you want to preview that in. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to go to my Module 1 folder, and I can see the two things I've saved there. And I'm going to open this with it tells me Internet Explorer, so I'm going to use that. And I'm going to use recommended settings. And there we can see it in preview. And that ends this unit. So that's what you're supposed to do when you work through the tutorials. It took me about 45 minutes, but it teaches you all the skills that you need for when you start your activities at the end of the chapter, end of this video.